Welcome, horror lovers, to yet another maggot-eating review. Today we'll be talking about the 1987 classic, The Lost Boys. Back when vampires weren't just put in movies to be sexy or whatever, they were in movies to be badass and sexy. The Lost Boys is one of my favorite movies ever made. It's fun, it's exciting, it has an amazing score. It's just a very entertaining movie from start to finish. I was going to do this review a little bit later down the road, but you guys voted for it over at Horror Amino. It was a close call, but The Lost Boys beat Fright Night by like 2 votes. Thank you for everyone that voted. You're the whole reason why this video even exists. It just means the world to me that other horror lovers like myself could go out and support other people like me putting up polls, and you know, it just makes my heart really just warm up, you know? Okay, enough of this intro shit. Let's just start already. Our movie begins with these punks messing around in some carousel. Then this guy David starts flirting with some chick, and her boyfriend tells him to fuck off.
I told you to stay off the boardwalk.
Later that night, while the cop's getting to his car, he starts getting stalked by some sort of flying creature. He turns around to see what it is and is so horrified that he has to run to his car and grabs onto his hat. Like, is your hat really what you should be worrying about right now? Holy shit, I hope his hat's okay. Well, I guess we'll never know, because the next scene is about these folks driving over to Santa Carla, aka the murder capital of the world.
You're really gonna like living in Santa Carla.
Just when you thought this movie couldn't get any better, boom, The Doors. After that, the family arrives at their grandpa's house. And you know what? It doesn't even look that bad.
For the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Later that night, the family goes to the carnival for some party or celebration or something. And this guy with the saxophone is the fucking shit. Just take a listen. So Michael spots this hot-ass chick in the crowd. But then she leaves the crowd and Michael decides to chase after her.
You're chasing that girl, aren't you? Come on, admit it, you're chasing her. I'm at the mercy of your sex plans, bud.
Sam, don't you have something better to do than follow me around all night?
Yeah. Actually, I do.
So Sam discovers this really cool comic book place that's being ran by these two weirdos.
Got a problem, guys?
Just scoping your civilian wardrobe.
Pretty cool, huh?
For a fashion victim.
They hand over Sam some sort of vampire comic book, and they say to use it less as something to read, but more as a survival guide. Well, anyways, back with Michael, he finally bumps into the hot chick, and they start walking and talking.
What's your name?
Star?
Oh, your folks too, huh?
What do you mean?
Ex-hippies. I came this close to being called Moonbeam or Moonchild.
What the fuck?
Wanna get something to eat?
Okay.
Aw, shit. Star turns out to be friends with those punks that we saw earlier. They drive away with Star and tell Michael to follow them. Come on, tell me that shit ain't badass. So after proving that riding motorcycles in the beach is the coolest thing that you can do at night, this shit happens. Holy shit, he was about to sleep with the fishes. Literally. Of course, Michael's pretty pissed off at them. So they invite him over to their secret hideout that's in some big cave.
Feeding time, come and get it, boys.
Chinese. Good choice.
Okay, maybe not everything about being a vampire is badass.
How are those maggots?
Maggots, Michael. You're eating maggots. How do they taste?
Okay, that's pretty fucked up even for me, and I've done pretty fucked up shit. Well, it turns out it actually was rice, and it was just those guys, like, fucking with his head or something. They offer Michael a drink, which one can only hope is wine.
It's blood.
Yeah, sure.
Well, now it kind of begs the question, was it really blood, or was it just some sort of drink that tastes like blood, but isn't blood? You know, it doesn't even matter. If it tastes like blood, then it's probably blood. I don't get why Michael's acting like it's nothing. The Lost Boys is a pretty weird movie, but it manages to keep you entertained from beginning to end. I can't remember one time I was bored while watching this movie. Is it a scary movie? Not really. It actually pokes fun at the genre in a few parts. The acting is cheesy, but for the most part, it's pretty believable. And as for the actress that played Star, I can only get so right. Anyways, the directing for this movie was actually pretty good considering that Joel Schumacher directed it. You know what? I'll give credit where credit is due. Joel Schumacher, you really kicked it out of the park with this one. Too bad the rest of your movies fucking suck. Overall, it's a pretty fun movie and it's definitely a must watch if you're a horror fan. Now to the movie score. The movie's a classic. It has a badass score. Almost everything about this movie is just perfect. I would recommend to watch this with a bunch of friends. I watched it alone because I don't have any friends. Anyways, I give The Lost Boys from 1987 the Stab Award. Trust me, it's not a movie that disappoints. Thank you guys so much for wasting your time watching this review. Remember to subscribe down below and press the notification bell because YouTube's just fucking retarded nowadays. And by the way, just for the record, I do support #SaveHorrorTube. In fact, I listed a bunch of horror channels that I think you guys would enjoy down in the description below. Be sure to check them out, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next review.